I will stay in here.
This isn't much use with a wheel missing. Handle still looks good, at least. I'll have this handle off in a jiff. Will this work as a plunger?
Why, yes, I think so. Thank you. Perfecto. This is everything I need. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Meet me outside in a quarter of an hour and prepare for a show that will make Jake envious. All right, everything is prepared. Take one last look. When you are ready, just say the word.
All right, Phil. Blow that eyesore to smithereens.
I like your enthusiasm. 3, 2, 1. Carajo! That was beautiful. Now, I suggest you get back to the commune and find whatever it is you were looking for. I will meet you and the others by the railroad tracks when you are done.
There's gotta be something in here that will tell me what happened to Dr. Clark's money. What in the hell is this supposed to be? It's full of cloudy orange liquid. Damn, that's got a kick to it. A bunch of scribbles documenting the effects of ethericity on plants. The New Britannia Gazette. The lead article is about the upcoming Lamplight City Expo. Interesting how the follow-up is nowhere to be found. Some notes documenting the effects of ethericity on animals. They're signed by a Juliet Montgomery. Must be nice to actually be able to understand this stuff. Looks like a smaller version of the power generator in the lab. That didn't do much. The clock's not running. Must have something to do with that machine. No effect that I can see. Some old bearded guy. The plaque says Galileo Galilei. So many cabinets in here. Nothing but empty vials and flasks. Lots of extra glassware. Nothing I need. Lots more books. Mostly about technical subjects. Nothing that would help me locate Clark's stash, though. Even more books in here. Some novels, poetry books, and what's this? Looks like a diary. Nice to know Clark had other interests, but none of this helps. final entry is bookmarked with a letter. Definitely worth a read. But first... somewhat resembles a telegraph, but what is this box for? The things some people will keep for posterity, I'll never understand. It somewhat resembles a telegraph, but what is this box for? Only one way to find out what's inside. Bottles of different colors. Nothing helpful. Just another one of Clark's weird toys. More scrawled nonsense. Why would they keep this? Full of all kinds of liquids. I'd rather not know what they are. Clark had quite the library. Let's see, books on science, engineering, astronomy. I'm sure this is all fascinating, but it's not going to help me any. Reminds me of an overgrown boiler. Doesn't seem to be working. No idea what that is, but it looks complicated. Doesn't seem to be working. Prometheus bringing fire. Nothing's hidden behind it. What in the hell is this supposed to be? Didn't do anything. Probably for the best. Damn, that's got a kick to it.
February 9th, 1850.
That's only 9 months ago.
Clark, I have a business proposal. Relinquish that dusty laboratory in the middle of nowhere. Come to El Presidio. You may stay in my suite at the Jolly Good Club. My Orem Star membership and military rank afford me certain privileges. You will be furnished with the comforts owing to a man of your intellect and accomplishments.
It's signed L.
P.S. You needn't have any concern for your valuables, as there is ample secure storage in the room. One of the aforementioned perks.
Interesting. Jake will want to see this.
I heard a big boom, and then they all went running toward the lab.
That's where Phil went. Do you think...
Hey, there's Harley.
You have any idea what all this ruckus is about? Or where Phil's gone?
Both, and I'll gladly tell you, but we need to get out of here right now.
Right behind you, my dear.
I'm glad to see you all made it out of there in one piece.
Likewise.
Would you two care to explain what that was all about?
Phil devised a perfect distraction, blowing up Clark's lab so I could search the shrine uninterrupted.
You should have seen it. Some of my finest work.
I have to admit, that was resourceful of you. Although we probably shot whatever goodwill we had with the Luminarians.
I should say, was that really necessary?
If you ask me, we did the world a favor by raising that chamber of horrors.
I assume you didn't come up empty-handed.
I found Clark's journal. Have a look at this letter that was inside.
An invitation to the Jolly Good Club in El Presidio?
Yep. Check the date.
9 months ago.
That's right about the time he disappeared, isn't it?
It is indeed. I'd say it's obvious that the good doctor accepted the invitation.
And took his money with him?
Well, it wasn't in Chrysalis or his lab. And listen to this. You needn't have any concern for your valuables, as there is ample secure storage in the room. Don't get much clearer than that.
Suppose we should start packing if El Presidio is our next destination.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First and foremost, we need some transportation.
You haven't got any? Don't you tour around?
Sure, but our show wagon ain't gonna fit all of us.
Plus, we'll need it to store all the show's props and equipment while we're gone. There's that lady in town with the wagon, though. Heard her talking at the saloon once. Said she hires it out to travelers.
Sounds promising. Who is she?
Her name's Lola Johnson. I think she stays in the old blacksmith shop.
Lola Johnson, huh?
You know her?
Not personally, but I've heard of her.
We should head back to Rosewater, no?
Yeah, let's get a move on. Right. Harley, I'm putting you in charge of hiring us some transportation. Danny and I are going back to the theater to settle some business. Come get us once you've arranged a ride.
And just how am I meant to arrange it, financially speaking?
Well, now that may get a mite tricky. Our contract was to pay out at the end of the show's run, but seeing as we'll be breaking that contract, I'm sad to say we'll be forfeiting those proceeds. Anybody else got funds to contribute to the kitty?
Not unless this Johnson woman accepts pesos. And I've few enough of those at that.
I'm afraid I haven't got anything either.
Harley, my dear, I'm afraid we must then prevail upon you to furnish the petty cash needed to get our expedition aloft. Seeing as you're the only other one of our posse who's currently in the position of being gainfully employed. And it goes without saying, but you'll be fully reimbursed once we find what we're looking for, on top of your share, with interest.
I certainly hope so.
Wonderful. Well then, we'll be seeing you later.
What about you two?
I think I'll pay Dr. Sedgwick a visit. It's been ages.
And I owe him proper thanks for his care.
See you in a bit, Harley.
Welcome back, Miss Leger.
Hey, Sheriff.
What can I do you for?
Did you ever meet Dr. Bennett Clark?
No, he only came into town every couple of weeks, until the ethericity ban got handed down. And glad I am of that. I have no use for any of that claptrap. All it does is spook folk, and sometimes blows them up.
Don't suppose you've encountered a group in the valley calling themselves the Luminarians?
What now?
Luminarians. They claim to be the protectors of Dr. Clark's artifacts. They've got a commune set up near his lab.
Oh, come on now. You're pulling my leg.
I'm serious.
Well, so long as I don't get up to nothing in town, they ain't my problem.
Thanks for the chat, Sheriff.
Come back anytime.
What do you want?
You're Lola Johnson, right?
Right. Who are you and what's your business?
Name's Harley Leger. My companions and I are headed to El Presidio, and we heard you've got a wagon for hire.
I do. How many are you?
5, including myself.
My fee is 40 crowns up front.
Your fee seems a bit steep.
My price is my price. I don't haggle. Already been robbed once today. Don't intend to make a habit of it.
Something of yours was stolen?
My pocket watch.
I see. What if I got it back?
I would be incredibly surprised. Unless there's something you know that I don't.
Let's just say I have my suspicions.
You and me both.
40 crowns. I haven't got that much.
Then stop wasting my time and come back when you do.
I'll come back later. Nothing inside but a colony of ants. Shame. I could go for a sarsaparilla.
Ah, Miss Leger, it's good to see you again. Nadine and Mr. Marquez were just telling me how you all were acquainted. Please do continue.
Hey, Phil, let's talk.
What about?
Are you looking forward to our journey west?
I more look forward to what we will find at the end of it.
Right. Carry on.
Good to see you again.
Excuse me?
How can I be of assistance?
Did you ever happen to meet Dr. Bennett Clark?
I have Joni's account of his demonstrations at the theater, but I never saw them myself. Never met the man either. He wasn't seen much in town.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about the Luminarians, would you?
I have no idea what that word even means.
Never mind then. I'll leave you to your work.
Appreciate it, ma'am.
All right, let's get this thing knocked out. But first... Okay, time to bring home the bacon. The big question, how to open? From the moment he rode on stage astride a huge, steam-spewing mechanical horse, it could not be denied that Jake Ackerman was more than your typical copperpenny showman. Following that outstanding overture, Gentleman Jake's Wild West Spectacular proceeded in a similarly gobsmacking vein. Now, the middle section needs to recapture the reader's interest. Let's see. To sit on his laurels, Jake has undertaken an audacious investigation into some of our very own local mysteries. I was fortunate enough to accompany him on a foray to Dr. Bennett Clark's erstwhile laboratory of the forbidden etheric sciences, situated just outside the town of Rosewater. What we found inside boggled the imagination. And now for an ending. Ackerman is a great man, and by his visit to our industrious frontier town, proves that Rosewater is the sort of cosmopolitan crossroads where one might yet meet and mingle with some of the true luminaries of our age. All right, that should do it. Now, what should I title it? Frontier hero comes to town. And done. I hope this is good enough.
Good to see you again, Harley. Hope you're spinning me some aurum.
Well, I've spent the past couple days following Jake around, gathering plenty of straw.
Glad to hear it. I like writers who go above and beyond. What do you need?
Joni, I'd like to ask, could I get an advance on my article?
What for?
The long and the short of it is that Jake has invited me on an expedition. I'll need some extra crowns to cover the expenses.
What kind of an expedition?
We're going to look for Dr. Bennett Clark's missing fortune. Surely a far more interesting story, wouldn't you say?
You're right about that. Tales from the wild frontier are in vogue these days, and folk will be gumming to find out what happened to Clark. So I like people who finish what they start. Get me your assignment, then we can discuss your next one.
Understood. Say, did you ever get a chance to meet Dr. Bennett Clark?
Not personally, but I did attend one of his demonstrations at the Opera House back before the ban. The man knew how to put on a show, I'll say that much. Pity it all came crashing down in the end.
Have you encountered the Luminarians?
What in the ether is a luminarian?
Oh, they're in the ether, all right. They're a community of folks living near Dr. Clark's old lab who have designated themselves protectors of his artifacts. They believe Dr. Clark transcended into the ether and joined some luminous beings that live there.
That's some wild stuff. But I publish newspapers, not copper novels.
I'd best be on my way.
Right, Jar.
Here you are, Joni. One profile of Gentleman Jake, ready to print.
Let's have a look. You know, writing the headline is normally the editor's job. Now let's see. Goodness, this account of the show is very descriptive. You've made me feel like I was there in the front row. This is good. You've kept it brisk all the way through. Oof, laying it on a bit thick at the end there, aren't you? Still, I asked you to make the town look good, and you delivered. I appreciate a writer who can take editorial direction. We'll work on the subtlety later. Not bad, Harley. Not bad at all. A few snips here and there, and this will be fit to print. Here's your fee, as agreed. Now I know what I'm working with, I'll have a think about your next assignment.
About that. How about that piece on the search for Clark's missing fortune? That'll be better than any old profile.
Sure enough. All right then. Clark's missing fortune it is.
I've got something else.
Oh? Do tell.
While I was going around with Jake, we spent some time with the Otham. I learned that they've come under constant attack from the soldiers at Fort Beaumont.
What? Why?
That's the thing. There's no reason. They pose no threat, yet the soldiers harass them anyway. In one recent raid, all their crops were torched.
That's atrocious. People need to know about this.
I'm glad you think so, because their leader wants their story told. She's willing to be interviewed. She gave me the statement, too.
Powerful stuff. I'll pay a visit as soon as I can and see for myself. Plenty of townsfolk could stand to learn about our neighbours in the valley. This could open their eyes.
I hope so. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to see about hiring a wagon.
Godspeed, Harley.
See you later, Joni.
Take care of yourself out there.
Feeling lost? Buy a map of Rosewater.
You just keep turning up like a bad copper, don't you?
Nice to see you, too.
You have something that doesn't belong to you.
Could you be more specific?
Lola Johnson's watch. I want it back.
No can do. You swiped that watch from me fair and square.
I think you'll find it in your best interest to give me that watch back.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Because the sheriff won't be too happy to know there's a thief in town.
You know, you're absolutely right. Be a shame if he found out who really broke into One Eye's place and stole that watch. Should I go over there right now and tell him?
That won't be necessary.
Thought as much.
You're on thin ice, kid. Hand over the watch or I might do something I'll regret.
No, you won't. We're in the middle of the town thoroughfare. You lay a hand on me, and everybody and his dog will see it.
I'm nearly afraid to ask, what in the Sam Hill are you doing now?
I'm selling maps of the town.
To whom, exactly? Near as I can tell, I'm the only new arrival. The locals in the market for maps of a town you can circumnavigate in 10 minutes.
You're a real stick in the mud, you know that?
Let's give them a real show, then. Can't say I didn't warn you. Here it is. I'd better get this back to Lola quick. I must admit, I admire the kid's gumption. His orthography, not so much. Here, I believe this belongs to you.
I'll be damned. Where did you find it?
Jem had it.
I might have known. Little bastard. One good turn deserves another. I'll knock 10 crowns off my fee.
Here's your fee.
Good. Get your posse together and meet me outside town at sundown. We'll head out then. There you are. This your group then?
This is us.
All right, folks, listen here. I'm Lola Johnson. This is my wagon. When you're in my wagon, you follow my rules. Rule 1, I'm your driver, not your friend. While we're moving, leave me be. That means no yammering in my ear about how pretty you think the mountains are. Rule 2, stop and go as I say. I ain't interested in blowing up my engine just 'cause y'all are in a hurry. Last rule, everybody does their part. Be it cooking, hunting, or gathering firewood. This ain't no pleasure cruise, and I won't be serving y'all. The road can be rough, but I'm an experienced navigator and tracker, so stick with me and you'll be fine. If you've got any questions, now's the time to ask.